Well, welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs. Again, my name is Jeffrey Davis. And again, I want to thank our hosts at MTP Software for continuing to put up with us and build us this studio, lovely studio in Natick, Massachusetts. And if any of you have anyone that you think would be a good story for Radio Entrepreneurs, please contact me or Nathan Gobes. He's on our website, but you can contact me at jdavis@MAGE. That's mageusa.com. That's my management consulting firm. Our next guest, Robyn Parets. I got it wrong? No?
It's close enough.
Founder and CEO, Pretzel Kids. Well, I like pretzels, especially when
That's an easier one to pronounce.
I love pretzels. So what is Pretzel Kids?
So Pretzel Kids is a fully branded kids yoga brand. So pretzel would sort of denote the twisty shape.
Yeah.
We are growing nationwide. We have classes, workshops, special events, and training. And we just launched a digital platform, the first of its kind in the burgeoning kids mindfulness space in October 2019.
Okay, so how did you decide to start this organization?
So it's been a long time. This isn't a fly-by-night idea. I actually started running kids yoga classes under the umbrella of my former yoga studio. And that was back in 2005.
Thank you.
I got a request for a kids yoga class and decided that, I'll send one of my teachers over to teach this class. And it turned out that that was a complete disaster. She came back and said, I don't know what to do with 10, 15 first graders. So that was the first aha moment that we had with Pretzel Kids. I teamed up with two educators who are also yoga teachers, and we created a curriculum to deliver and teach kids yoga classes out in our community. And from there, it sort of grew. We began offering teacher trainings on the weekends, and that's really how it started. In 2016, I sold the yoga studio and spun Pretzel Kids off into its own company in 2017. And we launched a digital platform to train instructors. So now we can train instructors worldwide. They can train from the comfort of their couch. And they can then join our membership licensing program and get the branding, curriculum, teaching resources to launch a Pretzel Kids business in their own community.
You know, I think this is great. I guess with social marketing, kids don't go outside as much in the current state of our society. When I was a kid, my mother would open the door early in the morning, and she would say, make sure you're home for dinner. Different time, different exercise mentality, which I still basically have my whole life. So I think what you're doing is important work for children to be happy and live a better, more complete life, because exercise is the key. It's not just diet.
Right. You're absolutely right. Exercise as well as just learning how to live
Self-esteem.
mindfully.
Right.
So our program helps boost self-esteem, helps kids focus, helps them feel better in their own bodies while doing something fun and active that's non-competitive. So you don't have to be good at sports, or it's just an outlet, a way for them to have fun. And we're in high demand in schools because of that, because teachers and educators are now seeing the results as well as parents.
Is there a typical kind of like resistance that you would get to these programs that you usually have to work through? So we can get it out now and maybe people can hear it?
Yeah, I mean, what we've seen in the past, and I think we've really done a good job at addressing that, is in the past schools have maybe been hesitant to bring us into their after-school programs or even into their curriculum because they're not quite sure what yoga is. Some are fearful, is it a religion? Are they going to do chanting or things of that sort?
Wow.
And so what we've done with Pretzel Kids is we've created a curriculum and program to really address the mass market and needs. So there's no chanting involved. It's not a religion. And the name pretty much says it all, Pretzel Kids. Fun, fit, active, and then we now bring in the mindfulness component to that because we feel that it helps kids deal with their everyday lives.
And when do you think kids or parents should start thinking about putting their kids in a program like this? Like, you know, again, my kids are adults, but in hindsight, I might have done things differently with exercise.
Right. So might we all have, right?
Yeah.
I actually started this program when my own kids, who are now young adults, were 3 and 6 years old. I think the younger that you start kids off with yoga and learning mindfulness techniques, the better off they'll be, because they can carry these tools with them throughout adolescence, throughout their teenage years, and into their adult lives.
And these are good coping skills, too, for stress as well, isn't it?
Absolutely. And the data and the statistics and the research is now there to prove that. When we first started running this as a program, none of that was available. So I would go into schools with this program, and a lot of people didn't really know what it was. They weren't really sure, well, what is mindfulness and how can it really help kids? And I think that has really shifted over the past decade. With so much research now available, it's now much more accepted and understood.
So where are your locations so that if people were interested in something like this?
So we're completely digital. The digital platform.
It's like a Peloton.
Well, in essence, we're sort of like Zumba, which is the adult Latin dance craze that's blown up all over the world in a good way. So how we work is we offer the curriculum, we offer the digital training, and we offer the platform. So parents can come onto our website and hit the class locator, find a class near me, and find all the classes being taught and run by Pretzel Kids teachers in their communities. Likewise, a school director or a camp director can go onto our website and hit the Hire a Teacher button and find the teachers that are teaching this curriculum that they may want to hire directly. And thirdly, you can become a teacher using our online digital platform. So when you become a teacher, you get the license to use the brand, and you can list your classes on the site. So really, we're a platform, and we're a company that's sort of bringing it all together, but we don't have actual physical studios. Our teachers are all independent, and they're teaching all over. So,
excuse me if I'm misinterpreting this. So I could do this from if I was, had a little child from my home?
Yeah. So say you, for example, wanted to teach Pretzel Kids Yoga as a side hustle or start a full-time business in your community, going to preschools and teaching classes. You could go online and hit our button that says Become a Teacher, and either find a live training or, better yet, our online training, which you can do from the comfort of your couch from anywhere. It's all digital and self-paced. And once you do that, then you can join our instructor network where you can get the rights to the brand.
And I was looking at it the other way. If I was a 3-year-old, I could be doing this from my house also?
Absolutely. You mentioned, well, you can't train to become a teacher, but your parent can.
So let's say I had grandchildren, because I'm not going to have children anymore. I could sort of do this could I do the class with my grandchild in my house?
Yes, but we don't run video classes.
Okay.
So what it is we offer a way for people to create an income stream teaching our classes.
Right.
Our classes are not, we don't do YouTube videos. We're not kind of in that market of giving away our classes for free type of thing. If you want to find a Pretzel Kids class and enroll your grandchild, you can do that. If you want to find a school in your community that offers it, you can do that. So we're branching out and running our curriculum and classes in schools, primarily throughout Massachusetts, but now expanding nationally.
Wonderful. Robyn, I think this is great. I think it's great for children. I'm a big fan of it. I exercise every day, and I have my whole life, so I think it's a savior in many ways, and I think kids don't exercise enough nowadays as when I was a kid. Where would people if people wanted to find you and Pretzel Kids, how would they do that?
Yeah, that's pretty easy. Pretzelkids.com, spelled exactly as it should be spelled. I know these days companies leave out lots of vowels, but we are PretzelKids.com.
That's great. Yeah. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Continued success, and you're always welcome back.
All right. Thank you.
Great. And remind everybody, this is Radio Entrepreneurs. More stories to follow.